squared, which equals A is equal to L times L, L squared.
L squared, that's excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. A equal to L squared, that's very good. Francisca Sandor, give us your example of a formula. Unmute yourself and speak. Francisca, unmute yourself. Okay.
Okay. 2x plus 3y equals 30.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Amu Junu Maxwell, can you give us an example of a mathematical formula? Good.
A is equal to pi r squared.
That's excellent. And what is that formula? What is it?
Finding area of a circle.
That's very good. That's very good. So yes, you all have some basic idea of what a formula is. Let's move on to our next slide. Writing a mathematical formula. We want to see how we can write a mathematical formula. What you need to go through in writing your mathematical formula. So earlier on, we started with the objectives of the lesson. Let me just go over it. We went through the lesson overview and we said that in this lesson, we shall be looking at the following: the meaning of a mathematical formula, writing or constructing a mathematical formula, substitution into a mathematical formula, changing the subject of a mathematical formula. Now, and then the learning objectives, hey, at the end, you should be able to know something. We want something from you. We expect that you get something home. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to construct a formula for a given mathematical task. That is exactly what we are going to do next. So when you are given a statement, we expect that you write a formula or you derive a formula from that. And then we also said you need to know how to do substitutions into a formula, make a substitution into a formula. When you have the formula, replacing the letters in the formula with numbers, you should be able to do that. Then you should also be able to change the subject of a formula. So these are the basic things you need to know. And then we try defining a mathematical formula. So we said a mathematical formula is an equation that expresses one variable as a combination of other variables using the operators such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and a lot of them one could talk of. We could also mention exponent. We could also talk of intersections and union of set and all those stuff. They are all formulas that we use in our mathematical operations. So we mentioned these examples: the formula for finding the volume of a box to be V equal to LWH. I'm just going over because of those who joined us now. The formula for finding the volume of a box is that V equal to LWH, where your V there stands for the volume, L for the length, and then W for the width, and H for the height of the box. We also mentioned that another equation or formula is x equal to 2y minus 7. And this is a formula relating or connecting the variables x and then y. We looked at a squared plus b squared equal to c squared as a formula connecting the three variables a, b, and c. And then the fourth one, we said x over 2 plus 7 equal to 0. This is just an equation because and a formula should have at least two quantities or two variables. But in this case, we have only x. So this is just a simple linear equation. So some of you too, like you mentioned some examples of mathematical formulas. That's good. So we move on to the next slide, writing a mathematical formula. We can write a mathematical formula by the use of variables or letters to represent the quantities in a given statement. Write that. Write that. We can write a mathematical formula. Amujuno, are you writing? By the use of variables or letters to represent the quantities in a given statement. Good. Deborah Paula, are you done writing? Unmute yourself and speak. Are you done? Mediomatum.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are done, right?
Yes.
All right, that's fine. Now let's move to the next thing. Examples. We want to take some examples. Now, the first example is this. The first example. So I'll be asking you to give me your formula if you read through the first example. The sum of the ages of two brothers, Emmanuel Fumado, you will be giving me that formula. The sum of the ages of two brothers, Kofi and Gilbert, is 37. Write a mathematical formula for this statement. Fumado, what do you think about this? Unmute and speak. Yes. What do you do? How do you solve these kind of problems? How do you solve this kind of problems? How do you derive your mathematical formula from this statement? Fumado.
Sir, that is K is equal to G plus 37.
Come again.
K is equal to G plus 37.
Oh, okay. How did you arrive at that equation?
I use the name Kofi as to represent K, and I use G to represent the name Gil, and Sam is addition, so plus 37. That's how I derive the formula.
Oh, okay. That's excellent. William, your hand is up.
Yeah.
William, unmute and
Yes, sir.
ask your question.
Oh no, sir, I wanted to give an answer.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine. Okay. Give us yours. Give us what you have.
Sir, please, mine is, okay. So I have X plus Y equal to 37. In that, like, I use X to represent Kofi and Y Gilbert. And then like is it the sum of the ages of the two brothers, the two of them, when we add it to get 37. That's why I had X plus Y equal to 37.
That is 100%. That is 100%.
Thank you, sir.
Excellent explanation, my brother. Yeah. So yes. So let's see what we have here. Solution. Let's see our suggested solution here. So since we don't know the variables for Kofi and G, you can use their first letters like Fumado did. And then you can also say, let Kofi's age equal to X. Since you don't know, so you use letters to represent the quantities. Then let Gilbert's age equal to Y. So we are talking of addition. So at addition here, you are going to put their ages together and that will sum up to the 37. So we have X plus Y equal to 37. That's very good. Please,
Just my
you copy
answer,
that.
please.
That will be your formula. You copy that if you don't have it yet. Before we move to the second example, I'm a mature courage. You'll be answering the second example. So we go to the second one. Number 2. The cost of 2 pencils and a pen is 10 Ghana cedis. Construct a mathematical formula for this statement. The cost of 2 pencils and a pen is 10 Ghana cedis. Construct a mathematical formula for this statement. Our solution, courage.
Okay, sir. So the cost of 2 pencils represent the pencils with X and then the pen with Y.
Okay.
So 2 pencils, it means we are having 2X.
Okay.
And a pen, which means we are having Y. So our solution therefore is 2S plus Y equals 10.
Oh, okay.
Which is the amount.
That's your solution, right? Seke Benoni.
Yes, please.
Yes. How are you? How are you doing? Can you give us your answer to this? It seems Benoni can't hear me. Okay, Benoni, you are in. All right, Precious, give us your answer to this question.
I represented the pen with P.
Please, can you raise your voice a little bit?
So I represented the pen with P and the
Okay.
pencil with, and I summed up and I got 10.
Okay. All right. So your formula is what?
P plus Q equals 10.
Come again.
P plus Q equals 10.
All right. Yo, thank you. That's your solution anyway. William, your hand is still up. So if you have your solution, you can also raise your hand like William is doing, so that I will call you. You answer the question. After that, you drop your hands. William, can you give us your answer?
There.
Yeah.
Please, from the question, you said 2 pencils.
Yeah.
And then 2 pencils and a pen is 10 Ghana. So my formula is P squared. That is the pencils, 2 pencils.
Okay.
Plus the pen Y is equal to 10 Ghana cedi.
Okay. William.
Sir.
Yeah. If you have one apple. Okay. If you have 1 Ghana cedi in your, if you have 1 Ghana cedi in your right hand, and then another 1 Ghana cedi at the left hand. If you put the two together, it gives you how many?
Say 2 cedi.
2 Ghana cedis. Okay.
Yes.
Why is it not 1 Ghana cedi square? Yeah, all right, but that's good. So it cannot be square. Are you okay?
Okay, so says
Yeah,
P plus Y equals to 10 Ghana cedi.
but you have the 2 pencils there.
Yes.
So if you have 2 pencils and 2 of your P will give you what?
Say P squared.
No, 2 of your
Say
P.
2P.
2P,
Say to
that's
give
very
you
good.
2P. Yeah.
2P. So 2 pencils will give you the 2P plus the pen, the cost of 1 pen, and that will give you the total. So let's look at the suggested
Yeah.
solution. Now we let the
Say
cost
thank
of
you
a,
for correction.
you are welcome, sir. The cost of a pencil to be equal to X. Let the cost of a pen equal to Y. So now the question says 2 pencils. So the cost of 1 pencil is X. So if they are 2, then our cost is going to be twice the cost of 1 pencil. And that will give us 2X. And then the cost of a pen is 1. So in the question we have 1. So this is also represented by Y. So if you put all together, then your final solution will now be 2X plus Y equal to your 10, which is what the question demands from you. I hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Good. Good. You can mute yourself now, William. If you have any question to all that we've discussed, you let me know before we proceed. Any question? Okay. Substitution into mathematical formula. We want to see, now that we know how to write the formulas or derive the formulas from statements, let's see how we can substitute or replace those letters in the question or in the formula with numbers. So let's see what we have to do here. Let's first define what a substitution method is. And we said the process of finding the value of algebraic expression by replacing the variables by the given value is called the method of substitution. So values will be given which you will use to replace those letters in the equation or the formula. Then you now solve your resulting expression to get a definite value. So if you do any substitution method, you substitute into a formula, your answer is going to be definite. It will give you an exact value. So we shall take some examples, then we see how we get there. Example 1. Work out the value of D plus the expression 3E plus F all squared when D equal to 2, E equal to -3, and then F equal to 1. Now, it means that in this expression, wherever you see your D, you go and put 2 there. Wherever you see E, you put -3 there. Wherever you see F, you put 1. Then you solve the rest. So the rest becomes mathematics. Let's look at suggested solution. Or yes, I'll take your answers before I proceed. I'll call you to give me your answers. So before I present my solution, let's have the answers. Please, if anyone is encountering any challenge, you let me know. If you are facing any difficulty, just let me know so that we can help you out. Tiola, what do you have as your answer? If you are done, you can also raise your hand so that I call you to answer it. Dogbe Full Rejoice, your hand is up.
22.
Your answer is what?
So I got 27.
27. That is your answer. Yes,
Yes.
you can drop your hand. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Is there any hand up again?
Yes.
Whose hand is up, please? You need to let, I'm just watching on your lesson, so you have to raise your hand as you were taught so that I can see. Whose hand is up?
Rejoice.
Rejoice. Oh, another answer again?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, what's your answer?
66.
66, meaning you've canceled the first one, right?
Oh, Tiola gave the first one.
Tiola gave the first one. Oh, Tiola. Okay, all right. I hear you. So your answer is 66. Tiola had
Yes.
20, is it 27? Amujunu,
66.
66. That's your answer.
Yes, sir.
Kumi Monica.
Sir, 66.
66. All right. Let's go through as the suggested solution here. Now, so this is what we have to do. We have the expression d plus the whole of 3e plus f all squared equal to, so we have this. You see, in place of the 2, in place of the d, we put 2 plus the into bracket, we have 3 multiplying e, and that will give us 3 times negative 3 plus the f, which is 1. And the whole of this is in one bracket, all squared. So we have, this will be equal to 2 plus 3 times negative 3 will give us negative 9 plus your 1, and all that will be squared. So if you simplify what is in the expression, we have 2 plus, now the bracket, we have negative 9 plus 1, and negative 9 plus 1 will give us negative 8 all squared. So that if you come down here, we have 2 plus, now if you square the whole of the expression in the bracket, it will give you 64. So that your 2 plus 64 will now give you the 66. That is the suggested solution we have here. Any problem? Should I go over this? Tiola, are you okay with the solution?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Is the answer the same as yours?
It's not great. I did a mistake.
Good. So now you've seen your mistake, right?
Yes.
That's good. Emmanuel Fumado, your hand is up.
Sir, please kindly go over again.
All right. All right. I'll go over. So you were given the expression d plus the square of 3e plus f. Now, 3e plus f is in the bracket. Then whatever you get, you square your final value there. So now your d was given as, they've given you d as 2. So in place of your d, you will now go and put the 2 there. Emmanuel, can you see that? Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Now, plus, when you come to the bracket, we have 3e, which means 3 times e. Emmanuel, what is the value of e?
3.
No.
Oh, hello. Mr. Deku. Hello, Mr. Deku. Hello, Mr. Deku. Hello.